Hello everyone and welcome back to Simply Modern Designs. I'm Haley and today I'm just going to be doing a little podcast and we're going to talk about a project I did for my mother-in-law about 3 months ago. They ended up moving to a larger house and getting rid of some of their living room furniture, and they started this new living room space right at the entrance of the house, and she asked me for help. So I just wanted to go ahead and go over this project and kind of my design aspect from this project and some really useful tools I used to do kind of some modern design DIYs. So just flipping through these images, these are all the images from the finished product, but the process was far longer, trust me. We started off with going to living spaces and just shopping around for a section of couches that would fit the space. We didn't have measurements, which I wish we would have ahead of time. But we ended up getting this gray colored 3-piece sofa, 2-piece sofa, and then a single chair. Those were all full price. But everything else that you see that is decorated was DIY'd or bought somewhere at a discount. So one thing that I really, really like to attend is estate sales. I don't really know if you guys know what estate sales are, but in Brentwood, where my mother-in-law lives, they have these estate sales, and it's basically people who stage houses or whatnot, and they sell furniture. So, for example, this table you see in the middle of the room, it was originally priced at $600, and we got it for $150 at this estate sale. It's a great option. These objects or furniture pieces are new, and if not, they're just very lightly used. So that was one thing we got from the estate sale. The rug was also bought from an estate sale. And then a lot of the table decorations we actually DIY'd. So the kind of tray thing you see there with the vase, that was found at a thrift store. So anywhere you walk into a house, you always need somewhere to put your keys or whatnot. And before we had anywhere to hang the keys, that is where we decided to hang or drop our keys and whatnot. And then the vase with the flowers you see there, we just went to Home Depot and we bought that little vase. It was a ceramic vase. It was probably about $5. And then we just headed over to the dollar store and we bought those fake flowers. We arranged them, hot glued everything in. And that's pretty much what made those. And also on one of the kind of corner stands you could see there, we made another one. The really hard part about this design was color choices, because in my opinion the best thing that goes with gray and white is usually navy blue or some type of dark blue, and my mother-in-law really did not like that color, so we had to get creative with pillows and whatnot. And the pillows we purchased at, I want to say, Ross or TJ Maxx, and they came in a set of 2, so it was perfect for the 3-seated couch you see here. And then we really just kept decorations simple, and this room is really not meant for people to gather around or sit. It's kind of just for show as you walk into the house. So all the decorations and stuff, it is a lot of decoration in my opinion, but it was just something to catch the eye as you walk into the room. So that's kind of what we went with, was a somewhat modern but more of a decorational style. And one thing that we really thought about was lights. So this room unfortunately only has one outlet in it, which I know sounds odd if this was a living room, but there is another living room off of the kitchen area. So we decided to put these false lamps here. They don't light up, but they look amazing. And originally they had these really ugly shades on them. We got them from Home Goods, and we we just ditched the shades altogether. We bought these plain white shades, and then we bought little beads and embroidery from Michael's, and we just hot glued those on there. And because there is no light source and no heat, we were able to do that. If you're going to do that to actual lamps, I would recommend using a glue that is not affected by the heat. So maybe like E6000 or whatnot. But we just did that for that area. And then she really didn't want anything on the wall, so we just used a command hook to put up that cross, just because it felt a little empty. And then on this other wall behind the living room area, we found this really cute bench, also at an estate sale. It was $20, guys. $20 for that little bench. It's a great place to sit down and put your shoes on or take them off. Or as you can see, we just threw our lunch pails on there from work and stuff. Having a bench near an entryway is a great idea because you may not notice it, but oftentimes you're struggling to take your shoes on and off. You're trying to open the door, but you have too much stuff in your hands. So that is a really great purpose for a bench near a front door. We also use this as shoe storage. There's 4 people living in this house, so lots of shoes, and it just doesn't make a design look very clean if they're just sitting by the door. So we decided to just put shoes in this. And I mean, you could put anything in there realistically, but we really like that. And then we added a mirror, of course, so you could make sure your hair doesn't look a mess when you leave the house. And then this little plant-like thing we also found at a yard sale. So it's just a stand with a plant in it. And the reason I really liked the placement of this is it's not overwhelming because this wall is pretty bare, but also the light switches. I feel like sometimes light switches can really be a statement in a room because most light switches are white, and these walls, for example, are kind of like a creamy yellow color. So it kind of hides the light switch where it's not catching your attention in the room. So that was something I really enjoyed about this.